and up 21. Ball moves on the field, Cardinal football. On the recovery, number 21, Pedro Luna for the Cardinals.
So I'm 48 years young, okay, and I've been here all my life, and who knows how much longer, right? But it's all in God's hands. It was great. We struggled as a family. It was. I got 5 brothers and 1 sister, but it was fun. You know, I always wanted to be like my big brothers. You know, they played football here, and you know, I used to go watch them practice, and they set the foundation for me. But eventually, when it was my turn, I want to take it to a whole nother level. But you know, I have a mom who's 5'3", okay, and my dad was 6'4". And people say, well, you probably got your toughness from your dad. Negative. I got it from that little person, you know, with a big heart, you know, and she's 82. She's 82 going on 42. My mom, bless her heart, she's legally blind. And that's another thing that used to drive me on Friday nights when I was a player. It's like, Mom, you may not be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear my name to come out, you know. So it's something that still gets me because, you know, I played for her, and these kids do the same. But I was cool with 71s and 72s as a student athlete. Do not, I'm telling you, if you're watching, listening, do not just settle for average guys. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna get you nowhere, okay? That's one of the things that my dad was there, but as long as you're passing, you know, and that's one thing that doesn't work out. It was like the kids say, it was lit back in those days. Man, I tell you what, we went hard in the weight room. We played hard, and you know, don't get me wrong, I got a chance to play at the college level. Almost had a chance to go play in like NFL Europe, but I didn't want to go. I had too many hits to the head, but it was a lot more personal. It was real. You know, once you get to the college level, it almost becomes a business. It's becoming a business now, like the NFL. But it was real. There was a lot of tears, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, but there was a lot of love. You know, the word love really hasn't really been brought into this program. Where love conquers all is one thing that I tell these kids. I graduated here in 1990 and went to go play at A&M Kingsville. Graduated there in 95, so I've been here since 95. So really all I know is Cardinal football because, again, played it, now I'm back over here coaching it. And it's a lot easier. It was a lot easier to play back in the days, but now I love what I do. I got a job here. I was 23 years old, and 11 years later, I became the head coach here. And it was good and bad. It was good and bad because I got my job at such a young age, but then I also had a really young family. And, you know, it's something that it was like a punch in the gut when my daughter, who's 21, she's a senior at UTSA now, told me, it's like, Dad, you know, you and I never had a relationship because you were too busy raising everybody else's kids. Because I was married to my wife, but I was like married to Cardinal football too. And it was a live and learn. Something I've shared with the young coaches here, with the young families. So guys, put your family first, then do the same thing that I did. My father passed away of heart disease, coronary heart disease to be exact. I was 24, and I found out that my dad, maybe a month before, that he was told by the doctor that, like, this coronary heart disease is a lifespan of 5 to 6 more, about 5 more years. Well, my dad was going on his 6th year. So I knew that there was nothing they were going to be able to do. So I remember that day, you know, and vividly. And I walked in and I knew that something was not right because he was uncovered. So as soon as I walked in, you know, they kind of took me to the side, and I didn't cry. I didn't cry for like a month because I knew he was in a better place and he was no longer struggling. But like a month later, it really hit me. I don't have a father anymore. So You know, I tell these guys, man, every time your dads or any dads, I'm just like you don't mind them. I'm just there hanging on like you know, and because I miss it. I miss him, you know. My dad never had a chance to tell me that I loved him, but I did tell my dad I loved him right before he passed. Nah. When you're in high school, you think you're gonna go see the world and you're gonna be making big money. And don't get me wrong, there's friends of mine that are making tons of money, but I don't work a day in my life. I haven't worked a day in my life when it comes to this. I love what I do. I think I got the best job in the world. It's just a blessing to be a part of this program. Not because I'm the head coach, because of what you see from start to finish. You see a group of bodies come together as a team, and eventually you got this unified band of brothers that are going out there and playing hard for each other. That's priceless. You know, it's like for the person in the outside, they just see what's at the surface, you know, but they don't understand. They got to go to the source, you know, and I see all of that. And people want to critique and whatever, it's part of it, you know. I get it. You're not going to put smiles on everybody's faces, especially the adults out there, but I really try my best to put a smile on all these kids' lives and kids' faces. But we're doing it by being forged through hard work. Bottom line is, HHS has been really good to us. It's been really good to my family and to my coaches as well. You know, we like I mentioned, we don't work. We embrace, we love what we do, and hopefully another 7 to 10 years, God will keep me here at HHS and embracing these kids.